This house is painted a very unusual color, and we're going to go in there and find out the story on Wendell's house.
Well, this house was originally built back over here as a bird flies about 2 miles, and it was a sawmill, and they built these houses. The company built these houses. Well, the sawmill burnt down, and the houses was all sold at a cheap price, approximately $200, $50 to have them moved. So we moved it over this area, and we've lived in it ever since, but we did put a metal roof on it. And I decided to paint the roof, put an undercoat on it, which was red. And I got.
But tell them how long it stayed red.
Yes, that's right. I put the roof on. I painted the roof red and stayed on there probably 6 months or a year, and she fussed at me all the time.
This was done, Steve, while I was gone on vacation. And to explain, his favorite color is red. Everything has got to be red. His tools, his truck, everything.
His coffee cup with cherry.
Yeah.
I favor red a whole lot. Right. And then I finally got around to putting a coat of silver on.
Because I told him it had to be.
Right, because she cut up so much about being red. But I would have left it red than me.
But a red roof on a gold-colored house, and our house is known as the Buna train station since I picked this color. Right. This is what that's considered.
So anytime you want to buy a ticket for a train, just stop by here and we'll sell you a ticket. There's no railroad, but we'll sell you a ticket. Okay. That's
I've had about 117 weddings, and one of the, probably the most different that I had occurred back a couple of years ago when I drove about 12 miles from here to the little community of Gist, and went down a dirt road about a couple of miles to an oil well. I think he was the driller, the one that was in charge of the well, was getting married. So instead of him coming down to where the people were, me and about 15 other people walked about 20 feet up on the platform and to perform the marriage up there. He turned the rig down as low as he could without turning it off. And so I was shouting over the noise of the, do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife? And I noticed that I had a big smudge of oil on my hand whenever I asked for the rings. But it was sort of unusual, one of the most unusual that I've performed. Last week there was a woman in that had been in before where she had accused a man of shooting at her, said he shot between her toes. And the man was in accusing her of pulling a knife on him. So she was back in last week with saying that someone had her teeth, her bottom plate, in their pocket holding them for ransom. They wanted $50 and they would give her her teeth back. The officer went down to the river, river bottom in there where she said that the man was. The only thing she knew his name was Robert. And he went to check and see if he had her teeth, and found out that she had been there and she had been in a fight with the woman that lived there, and had thrown the woman in the river, and some way in the process her teeth had fallen off into the river. So that's how she lost her bottom plate.
got here?
I'm wearing my natural today. That one's sold a little.
Tides ain't coming in. Tides come back in.
Okay, what's your name?
Lottie Kohler.
How you doing, Lottie?
Fine. How
Tell
are
us
you?
what you're doing out here.
I'm crabbing.
Yeah?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
And what you got on the end of this string?
I got some meat on the end of the string.
Yeah?
That's what I'm catching with.
Just a piece of meat, huh? And what do? You put it out there in the water?
Throw it out in the water and you get it. I bring him back, catch him with this net.
Get very many of them up in New York.
I don't think they...
I think they know how.
How are you doing there?
Oh, I'll make it out.
You ever go crabbing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. Well, I just come to.
Which one y'all preaching?
Yeah, Bobby Franklin. Yeah. Where y'all living at?
It won't be in my way.
Well,
Somebody else can get out.
that's
If he get out, I'm gonna have trouble.